looking for a cutting edge guild? Big dick deeps here. 10.1 is almost done and 10.2 is right around the corner. Although we don't have a release date for it yet, guilds are now ramping up on recruitment, on setting up their next raid tier. So today I have 3 tips and a bonus tip for how to find the right guild that will align with your goals, that will align with, your personality and things like that to help you find the right home for you. The bonus tip is the intro. Don't do that. Really dumb. Trade chat does not work to finding a guild that's going to align with you. But tip number 1, set your raid and mythic plus goals and make them reasonable. Okay, you got AOTC this tier. Okay, maybe your next big step is cutting edge. Well, there is a big difference between getting heroic cleared and cutting edge cleared. In fact, cutting edge has a lot of steps along the way, right? A lot of people get to 3 out of 4 mythic, start stalling out. A lot of people get, 5 out of 9, 5, 8, 9 out of 12, whatever it is, and start stalling out. I've seen and heard these stories a lot. It's not the same bracket, but set your goals and have the logs and have the personality to prove that you can do it, right? The amount of times I have seen in a recruitment post, oh, I'm a rogue looking for cutting edge, and you look at their logs and you look at what they have to offer and it's not much, right? You have to build at it. So understand you're going to be building at your next goal, but having the clear and concise goals of where you want to get to. Let's say you were 3 out of 9 mythic this year, right? Your next goal should be 6 to 7, whatever the kind of thing is. Get that progress moving along, right? Because it does require 20 people total to clear down a boss in mythic. I mean, the best probably do it with less sometimes, but most raid kills are 20 people, right? So keep that in mind and keep building yourself towards it and set yourself up for success. There are many tools that you have at your disposal, and like I said before, trade chat is not one of them. Raider.io, Warcraft logs, and Guilds of WoW all have recruitment features. And in fact, you want to be using all 3 of these. What I was doing is I was going on Guilds of WoW and looking at a certain guild, then looking up on Raider.io, then looking at their Warcraft logs, and I was cross-referencing everything until I was like, okay, this seems like it would be a good fit for me. I think this is where I could work. And you can also, filter searches to, hey, guilds that need tanks, guilds that need healers, guilds that need a specific class for DPS, so you can really hone your search. Like, I know right now, so many guilds are looking for a good warlock, right? They're rare, not as many people play them, although they are incredibly popular. Not as many people play them in raid because they are a harder raid spec to find for some odd reason. So if you are a good warlock and that's something you plan on doing, you can really start honing in on that search and be like, okay, well, they don't have a warlock at all, so they're really going to be in demand for what I have to offer. But if you're playing a meta spec, or what is going to be perceived as a meta spec next season, the guild might already have one of those, and you might be relegated to the bench. You might, and things like that. So that's something you're going to have to consider and work around. But when you work with all 3 of those tools, and there are other tools as well, there's recruitment discords and tons of other things, just use the resources that you have on hand and really cross-reference them and kind of work around there, right? And yeah. Third one is interview, okay? Talk to the people you might be joining. Join Discord with them and talk to them. Gain a feel for how they are, for their personality, right? Especially a guild leader or guild master or raid leader, those people, how they act, even just outside of recruitment, just talking to people is often very big on how their personality is, and that trickles down because, attracts like, right? So if you get a good vibe from the raid leader, you're probably going to get a good vibe from the rest of the raid. It's just kind of how it's going to work, right? And as well, while you're interviewing and in the interviewing process, check out streams, right? A lot of guilds post on all of the sites that we talked about earlier who their streamers are. And they might not have many. Go and lurk and see what happens. Watch some of their raids. Watch some of them run Mythic Plus. See what they talk about. Do you have interest with them? When they talk, are like, is it just subject matters that you don't care about at all and have no relevance to you conversationally at all? Guess what? They might be nice people, they might be good players, but they might not be a good fit for you personality-wise. And that's fine, because guess what? Every guild right now is recruiting good players. You are the value right now, okay? Good players are not being shooed away with a stick because guilds just have so many of them in abundance that they can just be like, no, out, we don't need you, right? So many guilds are recruiting. And a quick search from some of the sites that I showed earlier shows how many are recruiting. And it's crazy. The first one that you talk to might not be the right fit for you. Value yourself and what you have to offer and bring that along. And you might be having to transfer, okay? If you're on a dead server, a quiet server, things might be a little bit more difficult for you. Be open to a server transfer for one of your tunes. Whatever tune they want, make it the one. I know it's better to have all your tunes in one spot, but that can happen over time, okay? Get the one in and work from there. But that's it. Set goals for yourself. Realistic, attainable goals, right? If you've only ever cleared normal, don't think that you're getting, absolutely cutting edge next season. Well, that might have happened to a few players in this game. It is a rarity, to be sure. Use the tools at your disposal. There's so many. Interview, talk, check out streams and things, and all of those fun things. Hopefully you find a guild that's the right fit for you. That's what I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like, comment, subscribe. Happy tanking. Bye.